Hello, my name is Andy Chatha. We are here at ARC Industry Leadership Forum, Orlando 2026. I'm delighted to have Axel Lorenz with us today. Axel is CEO Process Automation at Siemens. Welcome, Axel.
Thanks for having me.
We have a lot of process industry end users, owner-operators here at the forum.
Yeah.
In your view, what do you think, how is process industry evolving over the next few years?
I think process industry already started. In the next year, it will shift to become step by step more resilient, more autonomous production in order to cope with the challenges that we see in that industry. That will include shifts and changes in raw material. Our customers have to operate with different feedstocks. They have to use different operation regimes because the processes need to be adapted, while the plants will still as they are because they have that installed base. They have to work with a workforce that will become smaller because baby boomers are going to retire. And I think over time also some of the people in the workforce will not be willing or motivated to do night shifts, work over Christmas and stuff like that. So there will be a need for a more resilient production, a more flexible production, and more autonomous production. And that is what we're going to see.
Do you think they will move toward autonomous production over the next few coming years?
I think step by step they will become more and more autonomous. They probably will start with more sophisticated advanced process control, where they use artificial intelligence, but more and more modules will become autonomous until we see complete autonomous production.
What do you see as the foundation or the building blocks for them to move toward autonomous operations?
Well, there are three pillars that I think that are really, really necessary. Number one, digital twins are needed. And those are very sophisticated digital twins of the plant, of the installed base, and the capability of the installed base. Not just a 3D vision of that, but a physical digital twin of the capabilities of the plant, a digital twin of the process or the product to really understand what are the boundaries. And then, in order to provide the flexibility, it needs software-defined automation that allows you to decouple the automation algorithm from the hardware it's running on.
Do you see some of these companies, are they ready? Do they have some pieces already in place, or how do you see actually moving forward?
Well, advanced process control has been around for a long time. A lot of companies have that in their portfolio, and a lot of the customers are using it. Now, in the future, advanced process control need to be enhanced by data and by artificial intelligence. This is going to be really, really important in order to get there. And that is the one thing we see. I think part of it is already available, but it needs to be enhanced. Software-defined automation is discussed in a lot of places. I think this needs some more development because it really needs to be flexible. It really needs to be scalable at different levels. It need to run maybe on an automation level, on an edge system, or on a controller, on a flexible controller. It needs to be run on a local data center, or maybe even in the cloud, depending on the function and the determinism and the availability you need for the plant, and the latency it comes in between. And so I think there are a lot of building blocks available, but they still need improvement and integration.
Do you see any of the customers you are speaking with, are they kind of ready? Are any of them asking you, moving towards software-defined automation and so forth?
Oh, I see a big wave
Yeah.
moving into software-defined automation. I mean, here at the ARC Forum, I think the keynote from PepsiCo was just eye-opening on what is possible and what is also needed in order to reap those benefits. We also see that in the discussion we have with our customers, a wave of customers coming to us asking for new, for those three pillars, for how can you help us with digital twins, with artificial intelligence and data, and also with software-defined automation in order to bring all those three together and to provide more autonomous solutions and more flexibility and resilience for their productions.
Yeah. Many customers actually we are speaking with, they sort of don't know how to get started and so forth in this direction, or maybe, who to, work with, and what are all the different pieces they need. What is your advice for these customers to, get started? How should they do it?
I would say it is always good to have an overall plan, an overall strategy. Where do we want to go to? And then it starts with the basis. Do we have the sensors we need in order to measure for the simulation later on? It doesn't make any sense to want to run a high fidelity simulation if you don't have the measurement and the quality on the shop floor measuring the KPIs at the same quality you want to simulate them on. It comes with a lot of communication and cybersecurity in order to give your plant the resilience. So do you have enough communication bandwidth? Do we extend, do we do in parallel industrial 5G, in parallel to Wi-Fi communication? Do we have the communication backbone also to the cloud and back if you want to use the cloud? Those requirements are first. And then step by step start with autonomous modules to make your plant more resilient, more flexible, and more productive. And this can happen in a brownfield by adding an industrial edge to the shop floor, adding capabilities. We can add advanced process control connected to AI and to a digital twin and connect them to an existing plant over OPC UA. So you can start small, step by step, based on an overall strategy, and then become bigger and become more autonomous.
Yeah. This morning we heard from Asheen Parikh of PepsiCo.
Yes.
I understand they are working with you and they have really transformed their operations over the last year or two. What do you actually can you bring to the customer as a partner? How can you actually help these companies to obviously move to autonomous operations and help them with the AI and so forth?
I think, as you know, we have a long history and experience in all types of automation, from the discrete through the hybrid industries all the way into process automation. And I can say that probably a third of all package unit machines and plants run on a Siemens controller PLC in any type of form. So we do have the experience in the automation environment and the platform. We have a product portfolio for industrial communication and the know-how how to use it. We have instrumentation and sensors in our portfolio. We have the experience of implementing. We also have been investing and working in artificial intelligence for more than 35 years. So we do have the knowledge how to gain data and how to use data. We have a very strong software organization that is providing software products and solutions to our customers. From Teamcenter through Altair. We have a strong process automation portfolio. We've newly developed PCS Neo, and we integrated or enhanced it step by step with all those features. I mean, it is web-based from the beginning. It is designed in order to help our customers to do remote operations, which will become more and more important in order to run also plants autonomously. And we will enhance it with all these data functionalities and AI functionalities with our sophisticated advanced process control. So we are a good partner to those customers to discuss about the strategy, help them step by step to build up the measures and drive productivity and autonomy and resilience in their plants.
Yeah. Now, based on the research ARC has been doing, Siemens certainly is the leader in your industry, and we know you have been actually, leaders in simulation and industrial and digital twins and so forth. So thank you very much, Axel. We have been speaking with Axel Lorenz, CEO Process Automation at Siemens. Thank you for watching.